Okay, so I made a few new features. There's not that many tools per se, but there's a lot of mechanics. There's one new tool. Oh yeah, there's also instructions for how to use the tools, except the fill tool, whatever. The waypoints tool. Left click to interact, right click to create a new one, shift click sneak to teleport to one. So I can use it, make a new waypoint, and then if I go behind the pillar, press F, and then I can teleport to it. I can also sneak and click, and it teleports me to it. There's this cute feature where when you teleport, it takes a bit to appear so that you have time to see what's in front of you. Then, yeah, you can create more waypoints. They get a new random name when you create one, but you can also go up to it and rename it Walter White. And I can remove it. I can reset the pitch. That's like looking up and down. So it records where you look down. So it can get annoying to always look down when you use it. Reset pitch, and now it's K. Yeah, and you can, from far, you press F, or you can just go in the main menu and go to the waypoints. There's also a shortcut to the tool, so you can just grab it from there or from here. And there's a toggle to always show it, because that by default it only shows while you hold the tool. But just in case you always want to see them. Yeah, so let's delete the Walter White waypoint, and poof, it's gone. Now there's this new mechanic. It's pretty important. The history lets you undo and redo. So I have the recent actions. I've been playing with waypoints and the selection, whatever. I can press the stake or use the command to undo. So now the Walter waypoint is back. And if I was sure that I want to get rid of Walter White, I can just redo, and poof, it's gone. Can do it back and forth, and go up in history. It also saves the teleports. It also works with most operations. So if I click here, set it red, well, I can undo, and also undoes the selection itself, just so you can cover up all your mistakes. Then there's 25 records that are saved for the undo and redo, because you could, like, this big block you could undo and redo. This would also probably be tiny because it's just one type, so it's well compressed, but imagine just having a giant schematic. You could still save it in your history. But there's also this audit history, which has a lot more records, but it doesn't contain the data. It only contains basically what you hover. And you can see I played yesterday a lot with the selection tool, because there's this other feature that I made in the play. Oh yeah, also when you select, there's these corner grabs, so you can easily grab. It's kind of more intuitive than the selection expander. Anyway, so there's these player preferences. I think in the last video there was only the fly speed one, but now there's also the base walk speed. There's the speed effect. It also cycles. Kind of cool to use. Night vision, on or off. And edit hand buffering time. It sounds complicated, but I'll show you. It's if I place a few blocks and wait a bit, then it's gonna show up in the history as edited world by hand. And I can of course undo it or redo it. And it works with block breaks too. So this is how long I have to wait until the changes go to the history. Yeah, the selection outline. So I can pick the color that I want for the outline. So let's say I want this to be pink. Poof, it's pink. If I want to choose a RGB, let's go with, I think this is a different shade of pink. What's in there? Yeah. So yeah, mine is, let's keep it green. Next up, there's the creative world management. So let's step into the hub where we can, of course, meet Magic Loon, the two-side clone that is looking deep in thoughts. So the world's management lets you create new worlds. I have 4 right now. I can have up to 28 or 1,000 if I just change that. And so let's create one. Pick a cool name. So we have the cool world. I only have overworld dimension, and I can add more settings here. I think I'm gonna. So like generator settings or custom biomes, anything to do with world creation, maybe templates, so on and so forth. Then let's just create it, and it sends me directly to it. That's the new cool world. And you can see it kept my inventory, so I'm ready to build with whatever tools I had. Let's edit this cool world, just so we know that it is cool. I think you guys know where this is going. There we go. This is the cool world, and let's add a. Let's save it. Save creative world. Proof it's save. So what's cool about world management is I have the cool world here. I created it moments ago. I'm already in it. I can rename it, but it's a good enough name. I can choose its icon. By default, it's going to pick a random terracotta so that it looks cool. It used to only be dirt, so these are dirt. But I can change. Let's change this one's icon to the Ender Dragon spawn egg, and this one to the mini clone world. Let's change it to pink. What do we have here? Yeah, pink bed, because I'm tired. Then the cool world, I can delete it. Oh no. But if I do delete it, it's no biggie. It's in the recycle bin, and it's going to be get actually deleted in 2 weeks. So if I made a mistake or I got hacked, I can just go back and undelete it. And here we go. We're back to cool. There's also another feature. So I have this list of... Oops. There was an error. It's probably on cooldown. All right, here we go. The cool. If I go in the cool world, I'm gonna have I have a bunch of saves because I've been going back and forth. Instance close, instance close. This one's the command. I can actually load the previous saves. So if I put some red here and then save creative world, I can go and here manage previous. I'm gonna go back to this one, click to load, and by default it won't save the save because it gets really confusing, but I could just start working off from here, from in the past, in case I went over the undo or some apocalypse came and the latest save exploded or whatever. You can just go back in previous saves. There's like 10 that save, but this limit could be increased. Anyway, let's go back to the one with the red carpet. It says anytime you click from the autosave, anytime you click from an old save, but if I it doesn't matter, these are details. The last thing I wanted to show is if you want to play or build with somebody, let's say I can just go from anywhere on here. I join, and then I'm in the world. And if I go on the world owner, it's here. Oh yeah, the tab list is also synced. So it shows yellow because I'm world owner, red because we're in the same instance. If I go back to the hub, it's gonna show as green, even if they're different Minecraft servers. Anyway, this doesn't impress most players, but I'm excited about it. Anyway, there's a build permits. lets you build with other people, and it's like the simplest way to do it. I have other ideas, but I went with whatever works first. So I can create a new permit. I don't have any permits. I'm gonna issue one, select recipient. I'm gonna pick myself, but in black and white, and it's gonna last either until I disconnect from the world or a few days, but I trust myself. Let's go with endless. You can also have a custom duration, and I can issue the work permit, and now I'm allowed to build. I can also, you know, revoke it. I don't want it anymore, and now I can't build. And that's where the let's get it back. That's where the custom selection comes in handy, so we don't all have the same. And in theory, this assigned a random, yeah, here we go. It's not blue because this is blue, it's just it assigns a random color so that we're ready to work together without impeding on each other's face. Also, once you got the build permit, you can have the owner offline, and you'll still be able to access the world by going to your creative world, and then there's this podium here, lectern, whatever it is, and you can go back to the cool world as the not world owner. You can see I have the little workers code showing him a permit owner, and then I can do some work on the build. Finally, as owner, I can go in my creative world and find a previous save, and if I manage it, I can actually create a copy from it. So if I made a version of a build, made a bunch of changes, and then I'm like, you know, let's try something different, I can make a copy from the initial version, and it's going to create a new world from that save. So this is a copy. I don't know why it's not showing here. I know why, actually. I know the bug, but there's this copy of the save, the cool world. That's the save from the cool world. It says so. I can rename it to cooler world, and yeah, that's all I got. Bye bye.